Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and today I'd like to talk to you about an issue that I hear about pretty frequently from people who write me either through email or comments on the blogs, and that has to do with questions about what something means that happened at a hearing. For example, a typical question I get is, I had a hearing last week or 2 weeks ago, and I've been calling to find out what's going on, and they're telling me that the decision's in writing. What does that mean? Or that my hearing was 3 months ago and we haven't gotten a decision yet. What does that mean? Or I was at a hearing and the judge didn't ask any questions of the vocational witness. What does that mean? Or the judge asked a lot of questions of the vocational witness, and what does that mean? And it's difficult for me to answer those questions because, of course, I'm getting these from people all over the country. I have no idea about the judges. I don't know about their practices. What I would tell you is this, is that really, first of all, the best source of information for this is your attorney, because usually your attorney is going to know the judges that he or she appears in front of, and will give you a better idea as to what it means if a judge is taking a long time or a judge is not taking very much time at all. Second thing is, I don't think you can really draw any kind of conclusions because a particular case is taking a long time to be decided. Social Security judges are overworked, they've got a lot of things coming at them, and it's not at all unusual for a decision to take 2, 3, even 4 months before it's released. And the longer it takes does not mean that it's bad news or that it's good news. I've seen situations where a favorable decision is issued after 4 months and an unfavorable decision is after 4 months. It really doesn't have any particular, there's nothing particular that is associated with one or the other. Some judges will do what they call bench decisions at the time of the hearing, where they'll tell you, I'm going to approve you, I'm going to pay your case, or I'm not. That's pretty rare. So normally a judge will take it under advisement. He will review the case, and really what happens here is the judge makes his notes, gives it to a writer, somebody in this hearing office, who will actually write up, and most of these decisions are mostly boilerplate, that kind of form language. The judge will customize it and put his final touches on it, and that may take 3 or 4 months, and really there's no rhyme or reason to it. It doesn't matter. It's taking a long time. It's not necessarily bad news. So I would just tell you that if it's been 3 or 4 months, that's pretty typical. Once you get to 4 to 5 months, that's starting to get a little long, and it may make sense to call your attorney. I would also tell you that calling the hearing office, the ODAR, Office of Disability and Review, probably not a good idea. They're really not going to talk to you if you're represented by counsel, and usually the attorney is the best person to do that. So I don't think it's going to hurt your case, but I would tell you that calling the hearing office to ask what's going on is probably not going to get you much in terms of answers. Your attorney probably is not going to get much out of it either, because I know I've called offices sometimes to find out what's going on, and they can't tell me anything. Really, the only thing I ever do is, if it's been 4 or 5 months, I will email the judge. I have most of the emails for the judges that I appear in front of, and I'll just ask them, I'll just tell them my client's concerned, and is there anything else you need? But realize these folks are working real hard, and they don't have a lot of spare time to give status updates. So it's frustrating. It takes a long time. Sometimes it takes 1.5 years, 2 years to get to the hearing, and then it may take another 3 or 4 months to get a decision, but unfortunately that's the system we're working in. It's kind of broken, it's kind of a mess, but that's what it is. So I wish I could give you better news about the time it takes and what you can do, what you can glean from the delays. I really can't, other than just to tell you to be patient, and again, put most of your effort into working with your attorney to properly prepare your case and practice your testimony, and hopefully you'll get good results. This is Jonathan Ginsberg. Hope this has been helpful, and we'll talk to you soon.